So are you the one who conduct conferences regularly? Then give me few minutes and I'll show you how to automate event registration via WhatsApp for same. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly, Chatflow, and in this video we are going to understand how to automate event registration for conferences via WhatsApp. So like you, I also regularly conduct conferences and we used to manually register everyone. But now what we have done is we have simply created a Pabbly Chatflow WhatsApp chatbot, and now whenever my user is going to send me a message, an automatic reply will be sent towards my user, and also we can automate the event registration via WhatsApp for our conferences. Not only this, when user is going to share their details, automatically their details are going to be added into Google Sheets. So if you also want to see the proper working of this amazing automation, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So as I've already mentioned earlier, in this video I'll show you how to automate event registration for conferences via WhatsApp. So what we're just going to do is we are just going to simply create a WhatsApp chatbot which is going to automate the event registration for conferences. Sounds unreal, right? But we are just going to create this WhatsApp chatbot in minutes, and first I'm just going to show you the proper working of this WhatsApp chatbot. So let's say someone messages me register right over here. So I'm just going to simply type register and I'm just going to send them this message. And once I'm just going to send this message, it is saying, hi there, welcome to TechX Conference 2025, India's leading summit on innovation, technology and entrepreneurship. Alright, so let's say I want to know more about this. I'm just going to go towards this know more button, and over here it is giving me all the details for the same. Let's say I want to register, so I'm just going to go towards this register now button given right over here. And now it is saying to begin the registration, could you please share your full name? So let's say I'm just going to simply share my full name right over here, which is testing user. So I'm just going to simply enter my name and send them my name. And once I'm just going to send my name, it is asking me for the email address. So let's say I'm just going to simply type my email address right over here, and I'm just going to send them my email address too. So as you can see that this is my email address, I'm just going to simply send them my email address. And now it is saying you are all set, testing user. We have successfully registered you for TechX Conference 2025. Not only this, I'm just going to open my Google Sheets, and as you can see, automatically the details have been added right over here too. The name testing user, the email address and the mobile number has been added right over here too. So this is no magic. This is the power of WhatsApp chatbot which we're going to create in today's video. And if you also want to create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own business, then for that you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So what we're just going to do is we're just going to create a WhatsApp chatbot which not only collects the user details, confirms their registration, but also add the details into Google Sheets. And to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Chatflow simply by searching pabbly.com/chatflow in my browser. Now it is going to open the landing page of Pabbly Chatflow using which we're going to create this WhatsApp chatbot. But before we move on further, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, workflow tips, solutions and doubts. So if you are stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, I'm just going to go back towards the landing page of Pabbly Chatflow to create this WhatsApp chatbot. Over here we have two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get a free trial of Pabbly Chatflow. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. And over here you're going to see Pabbly Chatflow. This is the tool which we're going to use in today's video in order to create a WhatsApp chatbot. I'm just going to click on this access now. And once I'm just going to click on this access now, over here it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Chatflow account. And in order to create a WhatsApp chatbot, we first have to add a WhatsApp number inside our Pabbly Chatflow. And to add the WhatsApp number, you simply have to go towards this add WhatsApp number. You're going to get two options, WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. So you can select any one from this and add the Pabbly WhatsApp number. You don't have to worry. A video tutorial dedicated towards both of these methods have been attached in the description box below. You can check it out. As you can see that I have already added my WhatsApp number right over here. So I'm just going to move on further and I'm just going to create a WhatsApp chatbot. For that, I'm just going to go towards this left end of the site of Pabbly Chatflow and we're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly Chatflow. So over here, if you want to learn about any of this feature of Pabbly Chatflow in detail, a video tutorial dedicated towards each of this feature has been attached in the description box below. You can check it out. Today, this video is only going to focus on how to create a WhatsApp chatbot to register for events and also for conference specifically. So I'm just going to go towards this flow section of Pabbly Chatflow in order to create a WhatsApp chatbot. Now I'm just going to click on this add flow button. And first we're just going to name this flow. So I'm just going to simply name this flow as WhatsApp chatbot for event registrations. And after naming my WhatsApp chatbot, I'm just going to move on further. It is asking me for the trigger event, so I'm just going to simply select the trigger event as keyword/regex match. You can select any other of your choice. I'm just going to select this keywords because I want to trigger the flow when a user messages or matches any defined keyword or regex pattern. Alright, and now I'm just going to simply enter the keyword right over here. So I want to start this flow with the help of some keywords. The first keyword is registered, which we used right over here. So I'm just going to simply enter this first keyword, which is register. So I'm just going to simply enter register right over here. And to add this keyword, you have to simply type the keyword and then press enter. Otherwise, the keyword will not be added. The next keyword which I want is this. So this is the name of my conference. So I'm just going to simply keep this as my keyword. And now for the another keyword, I'm just going to simply enter it as conference. And after entering all of these three keywords, I'm just going to move on further. And now what I want is that whenever my user sends me any of this keyword, I first want to send them an automated message, which is this. So I'm just going to simply enter this message. For that, I'm just going to simply drag and drop the connection. And now for the content type, I'm just going to select it as text button. And now I'm just going to simply enter the same message right over here. And as you can see that in this message, I have bold this conference name. So I'm just going to simply bold this. For that, I'm just going to simply add stars in front of the text I want to bold, and in the end of the text I want to bold. And after adding this, I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to simply add two buttons to in this message. One will be of no more and the another one will be of register now. So one by one, I'm just going to click on this add button, and one by one, I'm just going to add both of these buttons, the no more and the register now. So I'm just going to simply enter both of these button text, and with this we have successfully added these buttons. And now I'm just going to set up the message for both of these buttons. First, we're just going to start with no more. So to set up this message for no more, I'm just going to send them a message something like this. So I'm just going to simply enter this same message. For that, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply open this chatbot, and I'm just going to simply drag and drop this connection from this no more button and select the content type as text button. And now I'm just going to simply enter the message right over here. And in this message too, I'm just going to simply add a button of this register now. So I'm just going to simply go towards this add button, and I'm just going to add the button. And after doing this, I'm just going to simply set up this message for register now. So to set up this message for register now, I'm just going to go towards this actions, and we're going to see this ask question. So I'm just going to simply drag and drop this ask question right over here, and now I'm just going to connect it with this register now button. So I'm just going to connect both this register now buttons with this message only right over here. And now for the ask question, why I've selected this, because I want to first ask them for their full name as soon as they click on this register now. And to ask them for their full name, I'm simply going to drag and drop this ask question, and now I'm just going to enter the message to ask them for their full name. And now it is asking me to select the contact custom field. So to select the contact custom field, you first have to create one. And how are you going to create that? For that, you have to go towards this left hand of the side towards this settings, and over here going to see the option of this contact custom fields. So I'm just going to open it in a new tab, and over here you can create contact custom fields according to your own choice. As you can see that I've already created multiple contact custom fields right over here. So I'm just going to select one from this only, which is full name. And if you want to learn more about this contact custom fields, a video has given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. For the format, I'm just going to simply select it as text because the full name is always in text format. Now it is asking me for the number of attempt. So I'm just going to simply keep it as one only right over here because I want to give only a single attempt. And now it is asking me for the validation message. So you must be wondering, what is this validation message? So I have selected the format right over here as text. But let's say my user is replying in some another format. So I can simply send them a validation message that please reply in text format, or this is wrong, because when they are going to reply in some another format, the flow is is going to stop right over here. It is not going to move on further. So you can simply enter a validation message right over here like error or please reply in text format or something like this, and increase this number of attempts so that they can reply in text format and your chatbot can move on further. Alright, now after doing this, I'm just going to move on further. Over here, I'm just going to ask them for their email address. And to ask them for their email address, I'm just going to simply drag and drop this ask question once again and connect it with this full name question. Once again, I'm just going to simply enter the message right over here, select the contact custom field as email, and for the format, I'm just going to select it as email. Now after doing this, I'm just going to move on further. After asking them for the email address, I'm just going to send them a thank you message. But before sending them a thank you message, I'm just going to simply add a tag right over here. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply drag and drop this add tag and connect it with this last question. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply add the tag so that further I can create the contact list according to that tag only, or simply classify or differentiate between the users, or you can say registrants. So to add this tag, you simply have to first go towards this create tag and you have to enter the tag name. So let's say I'm just going to simply add the tag name as TechX 2025 underscore registered and click on this add tag button. And now I'm just going to simply select the tag right over here and I'm just going to simply tag this contact right over here once they share their email address successfully. And after this, what I'm just going to do is I'm not going to send them thank you message directly. First, I'm just going to add their details right over here in my Google Sheets. Alright, so to do this, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply drag and drop this API request and connect it with this add tag and go towards this webhook URL. And now it is asking me to select the request, so I'm just going to simply select it as post, and now it is asking me for the webhook URL. And how are we going to get that? For that, you have to open Pabbly Connect, create a workflow, select the trigger application as Pabbly Chatflow and trigger event as new message received. So I've already set this up till here because as I've already mentioned that this video is going to focus on how to create a WhatsApp chatbot for event registrations. Alright, so I've already set it up till here. But if you want to learn about this in detail, we have multiple videos for the same on our YouTube channel. You can check it out. What you have to do is you simply have to copy this webhook URL and then you have to paste it right over here. And after pasting this, you have to simply enter the key. So over here, I'm just going to collect three details: the name, the email, and the phone number. So as you can see that these are the three details which I want to collect. So what I'm just going to do is first, I'm just going to simply add three fields and enter the key. The first key is name, the second will be email, and the third will be the mobile number. So I'm just going to first add all of these three key, and now I'm just going to move in further and select the contact custom field for the same. So the name, I'm just going to simply select this full name. For the email, I'm just going to simply select the email right over here. And now for the mobile number, I'm just going to simply select this mobile number. So you must be wondering, we haven't collected this mobile number, right? So what happens is that whenever your user sends you a message, automatically the mobile number is collected. And now I'm just going to simply click on this button which says test. And once I'm just going to click on this test, it is saying API request successful. Alright, so I'm just going to open my workflow, and over here Pabbly is going to capture the webhook response of the same. So we just have to wait for a few seconds till Pabbly Connect is capturing the webhook response. And as you can see that we have successfully captured this webhook response over the full name, the mobile number, and the email. And with this, we have successfully captured this. So now I'm just going to simply add these details into my Google Sheets. But you must be wondering that these are the test details, right? So yes, we are just going to add these test details only in our Google Sheets to create this automation first. And when it is going to run in real time, automatically the real registrant details will be added right over here in my Google Sheets. Alright, so I'm just going to simply select the action application as Google Sheets, event as add in Euro, and connect Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. And over here, I'm just going to simply select the spreadsheet in which I want to add the details, select the sheet, and one by one, I'm just going to map the name, email, and mobile number. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So as you can see, I've simply mapped all of these details, and now I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, and we have received the positive response that we have successfully added these details into our Google Sheets. And as you can see that we have successfully added these details right over here in my Google Sheet. Alright, so I'm just going to first delete the details right from here because we have successfully created this automation and now we don't require these test details. Alright, so now I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to simply click on this button which says save. And after clicking on this save, with this we have successfully added this, and now I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to send them a thank you message now after adding their details in Google Sheets. Alright, so to send them a thank you message, I'm just going to simply drag and drop this connection, go towards this content type as text, plus button, and now I'm just going to simply enter the thank you message right over here. And in this thank you message, I'm just going to simply enter the name and the email address too of my registrant. And how are we going to do that? So for that, what you have to do is you simply have to open your contact custom field section, and over here you're going to see that I selected this field which was full name. So I'm just going to simply go towards this copy field name, and then I'm just going to simply paste it right over here. So I'm just going to simply paste it, and as you can see, it is saying you are all set $full name. Automatically this $full name will be replaced with the name of my registrant when it is going to run in real time. And same I'm just going to do with the email too. I'm just going to simply copy it right from here, and then I'm just going to paste it right over here. So with this we can send personalized messages, or you can say replies, towards our registrant. And after doing this, with this we have successfully completed this WhatsApp chatbot. And now what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply save this WhatsApp chatbot. I'm just going to go towards this save button, and with this we have successfully saved this WhatsApp chatbot, and we're just going to test it in real time. For that, I'm just going to simply clear the previous conversation and start fresh. Let's say this time I'm just going to type the another keyword, which is the name of the conference, and I'm just going to send them this, which is TechX 2025. And once I'm just going to send them this, automatically my flow is going to get started, because this was a keyword right over here. And as you can see, it is saying hi there, welcome. And over here, let's say I'm just going to click on this register now, and I'm just going to register for this. I'm just going to simply enter my details. I'm just going to keep the name as new user. I'm just going to send them my name. And now for the email address, I'm just going to simply enter my email address too, and I'm just going to simply send them the email address too. And after sending them both of these details, automatically we're going to receive a thank you message right over here. And in this thank you message, we have received our name and the email address too. Not only this, I'm just going to open my Google Sheets, and as you can see, automatically the details have been added right over here too: the name, the email, and the mobile number. So with this, we have successfully completed our WhatsApp chatbot, and now whenever my user is going to register through WhatsApp, automatically their details are also going to be added right over here in my Google Sheets, and they can automatically register via WhatsApp for my event, or you can say conference. So yes, now go try this amazing automation, or you can say WhatsApp chatbot, for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly, Chatflow, and Pabbly Connect too. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only this, but with the help of Pabbly Chatflow, you can create multiple chatbots which are tailored to your specific business needs. So now if you have any questions, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Chatflow.